Well, hello and welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and we are on the second of our journal monthlies for November. Now, I do apologise because I have got the washing machine going, so you may hear some background noise, but I've got to get it done before it rains again. So, last week we looked at folding our papers for our two small journals that are on the same side, and then our bigger journal which is in the middle, and we put our fabric strengtheners on. So what are we going to do today? Well, today I want to look at pockets, different type of pockets to the ones we've done before. And I should also tell you that along with the digital papers, I've introduced this book block. I need something obviously to work with, as well as the Digi Kit that I've got for this purpose. So I figured this old book would work well. It's got quite nice colouring on it, and there's no real bad words, so we're pretty safe using that. So using that, I set about and I made a double folded pocket. Show you how I did that. I did 3 of these standard pockets, but with a folded strength, and then obviously just stitched around them. I did 2 long pockets. Again, you know it is a pocket, trust me, double-sided pocket, whereas this one is single with the gussets. So I did 2 of those, and then I did this folded secret pocket. Thought that was quite nice, and that could work as well, little secret pocket. And then I made this pouch, all very simple, and I just used this ephemera piece that I had from Shabby Dabby Doodah, this bow, as a closure, just like that. Okay, and then I tied it up with that. So how did I make these? And then let's look at where we want to put them and why. So this one, first of all, got all these strings where I've stitched it, and obviously you can see I've gone round it in some blue ink. All I did was I pulled out 2 pages. Oh, not from that side because they're going to tear. I pulled out 2 pages from my book block. I decided, I'm going to turn that over just so we've got a white area and we don't get confused by all the words. Decided which side I wanted to fold it. So I folded the first one like that, and then I made sure that the second one had a much deeper turnover, a bit like that. Okay, I then put one on top of the other. See, doesn't get much simpler than that. I dropped them down so they were together, and I used a hole punch, not this one actually, I used a bigger one, but just to cut those out, and then when you slide it back to where it should be, they're in exactly the same place. And then I just stitched around it. If you don't want to stitch around it, you can obviously just glue it. So that's how I made that one. And then these ones are pretty obvious. You've made these before, I know you have. But all I did with this one was I made sure that I folded my page in half to get the extra strength. Okay, and then I just folded in, you can see, look, basically the plain areas to get my gussets like that, and then I folded the plain area at the top down, and there is my pocket. But I did, to save on bulk, I cut out a triangle there and a triangle there. I then cut a V there and a V there, and then I cut down a bit and up to where I'd cut there, and up there, like that. That I then glued down to give me extra strength. I glued that on top of it, and then there's my fold bits. And again, make sure you've got it the right way round. Got to have the text going the right way. There's my hole. And I just stitched around it, but you don't need to. So that was that. That's really, really simple, isn't it? So that was all of them. And then on this one, all I did was took 2 pages, okay, folded in the amount that I knew would make sure that it fitted on the page, okay, so yeah, good size. And then I folded the top down to make sure that we had a strong top. I glued that one to that one, whoops, that one to that one, and then I turned them round. I folded that one in and that one in, and I cut these ones off. Okay, whoops. And having cut those off, that gave me the piece that would sit, if I cut it straight, yeah, that would sit on there, and I just glued it, and again did a thumb notch, inked it and sewed it. So that's how I did them. Okay, really, really simple. This one is the simplest one of all. So I took my book page, where's my ruler gone? Here. I took my book page, I lined my ruler up with the edge of the page like that. I folded that there, I turned it round, I put my ruler on the edge, and I folded it there. I think the washing machine's going to go on to spin. I might have to put you on pause and come back, because that's going to be really, really noisy. We'll see. I think it is. I did the same at the bottom. So all of these folds are a ruler width. Okay. And then having folded it like that, I cut out the 4 spare corners like that. Okay. Really, really simple. And that is what gave me my separate folds, taking out these 4 corners. Okay, so then you can fold that one down, fold that one over, fold that one up, and fold that one over like that. And that is how I made that one. So you now know how to make all of those. So what about this one? Well, I had this fantastic tissue paper that was wrapped around all that beautiful fabric that I bought from Betty and Ivy. I don't know if it's Betty and Ivy or Ivy and Betty, but anyway. And then what I did was I actually put mine on a piece of this mulberry paper that I've got, but you could easily do it on book page. Okay, actually I've got that in this one. Yeah, no, I'm going to do it again. I was going to put book page in it, but so I just pulled one of those out of there. I used glue stick. I need my messy mat, don't I? Because this has got 2 sides, so I kept the textured side to the top. I ran glue stick all the way round here, like this. Covered it all in glue stick. Okay, like that. And then I just picked it up and stuck it to the tissue paper. Okay, whoops. Try not to get a crease in it, like that. Okay, and then having done that, I mean obviously that purple glue, as you can see from that one, will disappear. I obviously just trimmed it up. Do you know what, I'm going to actually cut it, because I think if I tear it I'm going to damage it. So we'll move all of those over there. And I've got bits everywhere now, haven't I? Oh, here we go. Just a second and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And as you can probably see, I've got a fresh cup of coffee. So, we're all ready to go. The washing's sorted. Now, as you can see, I've trimmed 3 sides. Trim the 4th. Like so. And then all I did was I ensured that I folded it narrow enough that it would fit onto my page. So bring it up, making sure it's going to fit inside the journal. Perfect, that's going to fit. Make sure it's straight, and then I just bent that over like that. I mean, you've all made these before, I know you have. And then I just folded this side over, A, to give us some space at the top to get stuff in and out, and B, to allow for a little bit of added strength. So then glue stick down there and stick that down. It's real simple. It's a bit crooked. See, I can get even the most simplest of straight lines crooked. Across there, bring that up so that it's sealed. You've got this beautiful lining. Yeah, look how crooked that is. Oh my goodness. And then I took the ephemera and I stuck it just to the sealed half. So I want to basically glue that halfway, like that. Make sure that you put it in the right place. Now the way I found easy to do it was to close it and then press it down, and then you can pull your flap in and out. Now obviously that needs to properly dry, and you can see I cut down the length of this one, but I haven't on this one. It's as long as it's broad, so you don't need a tie. But obviously if you want one, you can add a tie as well. Okay, so now let's see where all these bits and pieces are going to go. So I'm going to the middle, which is the really thick signature. Obviously I don't want to cover him up. Don't want to cover up the lined paper. We can definitely look at covering our envelope. You may want to cover it more fully. This is the sort of page that I would really consider covering, but I don't want a pocket, you know, next to an envelope. So just have a little look which you feel are the most appropriate. Now this is perfect because look, it's only really decorated at the top. So I'm going to find the 3 pockets that I had. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pull this page out, set the journal up there. I'm turning it on its side purely because I find that the easiest way to work. And then we're going to fold this in. I'm sure, are you on camera? Let's make sure. Yes. And I'm going to fold that in, keep my strings. And we're going to have 3 layered pockets in here because we've got a tool journal. We have got lots of space to use. So let's make the most of it. And then we're going to put our 3rd one at the top there. So I'm going to put this one down first at the top, get my strings out of the way because I want them to stay. And actually I'm going to use this glue. Use whatever glue you like, really. And I'm just going to obviously ink the gusset flap of this pocket. Not ink, glue. And then I'm going to glue all across that stitching at the bottom because there is no bottom flap. And then I'm going to glue on this flap here. Okay, get the strings out the way, hold my T-flaps in and position it in the middle of my page. And you can see I put it down under that bit of hanging berry, and obviously you will position yours according to the decoration of your page. I'm then going to put this one on the bottom to help line them up properly, and then having put this one on the bottom we'll be able to easily pick out the middle for the last one. Okay, so again I'm gonna offer that to the middle of my page so we got nice even space all the way round. Now I'm not going to make tags and ephemera cards with you. You all know how to do that, and it's just going to take up time, and we've only got 4 weeks. So obviously you must make whatever you want to go into these pockets. One of the things I did do while you was away, I don't know why you keep going away, you don't just stay with me, is I printed some of the Digi Kit at reduced size to give me smaller pages that I could use for things like the ephemera cards and tags. So we've now got 3 lovely pockets on there. I'm leaving my strings. If you want to cut them off, cut them off. If you've only glued and not sewed, then obviously you won't have any to worry about anyway. And that's on our middle page there. So that's what I've done with that one. And then we've got 2 of these. So we're in the middle. Let's, whoops, all my other signatures are falling out. Move to the other side. Now, we could obviously do it on this one because again, you know, it's quite plain, and if you bring it up a little bit then you can see this here. So I'm gonna put this one here. I'm just gluing down the edge, and I'll show you what I mean about the reduced size in a minute, because I'm going to decorate these pockets. They're not just going to be the book pages. Did I put glue on the bottom? It doesn't look like it. We'll go again just in case. Actually this, well yeah, no, because I've done the edge, we could make that into a double pocket. So there we go. We've got the actual pocket inside, and then we've got a pocket behind as well. So that's that one. And then Let's find another. See, I don't want to use that. Do you know what? I think we could use some music paper, really, to be honest. And that is where I'm going to put this one. Now, make sure that it's up the right way. Do you want to go in the... Actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to put it in the middle, like a sort of portrait on a wall. So, and you can obviously decide what you want to put in here as well. So... your homework is making tags to fill these pockets up, or journaling cards, whatever you want. Okay, and I'm going to go there. So it's about halfway up and it's sort of in the middle and it covers the whole, and then obviously we can open it and put stuff in there. Okay, right, so let's go back and decorate these. Now, as I say, while you were gone, I did print some of the pages to much smaller sizes, as you can see, and I think we really want these little tiny ones to go on here. They'll go on middle pockets, I think. Whoops, my signature's falling out. So let's cut these little tiny ones out. Now, I didn't do print two to a page or anything like that for these. I just sized the pages up and down. So you'd have to decide, you know, what size you want your images to be. Or you may choose to decorate your pockets differently. You might not want a variation of the paper sizes. You may want to use something completely different. It depends on what you've got in your stash. So that one, and trim off here. Okay, so we've got those three for there, and then we've got I don't know if that's going to fit on that long pocket. Will that fit on there? Yes, it will. How awesome. So I'm going to cut down here, these two, and I'm hoping that one's going to fit in the folded secret pocket and one's going to fit on the actual pocket. So let's trim these out properly. I don't think I've asked. How are you all? I'm so sorry. I'm so like, let's get in there. Let's get crafting. I forget my manners. How are you all? Are you all happy, safe and well? As you heard earlier, I've been busy trying to get the laundry done. It's been raining on and off, probably with you as well, for a good fortnight now. So getting washing dry is a bit of a nightmare. I do have a tumble, but I try not to use it. Boo's sulking because she can't go and play in the garden. And because she literally hates the water, she won't even go for a walk with Dad. So she's had no garden play, she's had no walks, she's not a happy puppy. She has had plenty of sleep. She's like Bear, she's hibernating for winter. Oh dear. I think I told you we had a little bit of a Barney the other day and she pulled me over in the garden. And I've actually got a really fat swollen wrist. Oh, I don't know, it's a good job I love her. And my knee, well, my knee looks like it belongs to a rugby player. It is what it is. Right, so I'm going to bring this back down and I'm going to pop this on here. Now it's very almost on there, so I'm going to trim a little tiny bit off the top like so. Oh, maybe straight would be better, Claire, wouldn't it? And obviously if you want to, you can add a little bit of lace. If I move it over, I can see my stitching. You can add a little bit of lace or a little bit of fabric. Got all this lovely stuff from Betty and Ivy. I hope and pray I'm saying that right. Look at this. I mean, this is just to die for. I don't want to cut into that. I want that to be a whole sort of page piece. So what smaller pieces have I got from them? Oh yeah, that gorgeous one. Oh, do you know what? I'm thinking, because there's brown in the picture, can we pop that just under there, like that, just for a little bit of decoration. So, put a little bit of glue stick on the back. Whoops. Stick that crooked on there, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. Crooked on there. I'm gonna glue this down. I should have my dirty mat here really, shouldn't I? But it is what it is. I'm going to put that on there. Make sure it's beautiful. And then I'm going to go to, where's the words we had here? I think I'll go for December on this one. So just going to tear that out. And obviously you'll do whatever suits you, whatever bits of tidbits you've got lying around, any, I'm just going to pop that on there like that. You know I like things a bit crooked, probably because I can't do straight. Any bits, tidbits you've got around, you know, any of the little cutouts from the kit. Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. And then when we make our digi cards, I mean, look at that. And then obviously that one will sit in there. Well, not those ones, but yeah. Now, obviously I'm not going to decorate all of them because you don't want me using up your time in that way. Right, here's the big one, or one of the big ones. And because of the pattern on this page, I think that is the one. And that, I'm not going to put anything else on there. That is just gorgeous. I'm going to put that on its own. Pop it in, get it centered. And obviously, because I've used book page, I can use that as a guide for straightness. See, and of course now we've got one at the back, and because it's a pocket, we've got, there you go, one inside. No, that's not inside, that's gone behind as well. There you go, that's inside. So you've got two pockets there. Beautiful. If you want to, obviously, you could put another one of your words on or whatever. So that's that one. That's that one. And I will obviously do those off camera so as not to waste your time. And then on this one, is this the right size? Look at that. That's going to be a little bit close. It's all right height-wise, but it's a little bit close on the width. So I'm just going to trim a little tiny piece off there. And I will, off camera, actually back this with some card so it's a little bit more robust. But what's going to happen is that's going to sit in there. That's going to go like that, and that's going to go over and under like that. And you'll just see that little bit of picture there, and when you open it up, obviously it's there properly. And if you wanted to, you could use it as a little bit of a pocket, and you could put some other things inside like that. Yeah, and you could of course actually put, I don't think I've got bits to hand, but some lined paper there for secret journaling, and then you can pop that on top. That goes under, over, under, yeah, over, under. That one goes in there, like that. So there you go, that is the next stage, pockets. Now we have also, before I go, where's it gone? Where's our, where's our, here they are. So now this one, the glue's gone over. Oh, I think we should have it at the front, because we seem to have done things mainly to the back. If I move that envelope, I can put it on that page, and I do really want it on that page. So I'm going to move that envelope to there. See, that's what you can do. And then I'm going to put this on here, like so. And yes, it sticks out a little bit, but I think I'm only going to glue this bit, because if we just glue the bottom there like that, we have got our opening envelope pouch, which I'll be honest with you, feels almost like fabric. It's beautiful. But we've also got a tuck spot behind. So yeah, there you go. I hope there was some joy and inspiration for you there today. You can see on the side now we're starting to get some strings hanging out, and we can see this blue. Yeah, it's coming along. I hope you found some joy and inspiration. Stay safe. I'll be back very soon. Happy crafting!